Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
So reading verse 45, Gurudev, from Vilapa Kusumanjali. Oh Muktangi, beautiful limbed girl, Sumukhi, fair-faced girl, when will this maidservant sit close by you and lovingly hand you the paraphernalia when you offer formal oblations to the sun god, sitting on an altar made of sunstones, surrounded by your friends? O Mugdangi, beautiful, limbed girl, Sumukhi, fair-faced girl, when will this maidservant sit close by you and lovingly hand you paraphernalia when you offer formal oblations to the sun god, sitting on an altar made of sunstones and surrounded by your friends? Notes: in his transcendental visions, Sri Raghunath Das relishes the flavors of ornamenting Swamini, and when this vision disappears, he prays for devotional service. For the benefit of the neophytes in Raganuga Bhakti, he has revealed the expertise of these ornamenting services through his prayers. The neophyte should not serve as he likes it. He should serve according to Sri Radharani's wish.
This is devotion. And vegan means my wish. Understand? Who teach vegan, they cut the devotion. They are very foolish. They don't know about the devotion. They are not practicing. I repeat this line.
The neophyte should not serve as he likes it.
Underline.
Yes, Lord. He should serve according to Sri Radharani's wish, following in the footsteps of those who understand what is on her mind.
What she wants. And if you close, you know the mind also. This is closeness. You don't know the mind because you are not close. So you don't know the mind. Closeness make to be feel what is in the mind of my lover, what I love, what he feels. That's a devotion. Anywhere this practice creates you easy to practice Kinkariva. But we never relate with the mind. We have a nature, what I like, that to do. Then Manjari Bhav, how it can reveal, how I can be a Dasi nature, only to feel the mind of my boss. That is Kinkari bhav, dasi bhav. What is in my mind, what I do, means I want to control the circumstances. Is a vegan practice. Very different. Go on.
Sri Narottam Das Thakur has described it like this in his Prema Bhakti Chandrika. Be dedicated to the path outlined by the Mahajans.
Nowadays, new Mahajan appears who teach that against devotion. They never practice this devotion. They now become close to Radha to feel the mind of her. They worship like a god worshipper. That's the point.
Closeness comes through love.
Love is not there, relation is not there.
Service.
Controlling nature is there. Devotion is very far when you control something. Yeah.
Be dedicated to the path outlined by the Mahajans and consider their teachings in past and in present. The Gaudiya Vaishnavas that take shelter of the Yugala Bhajana, worship of Radha and Krishna, follow in the footsteps of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunath Das Goswamis. They are Vraja's Manjaris that have descended to earth with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to teach expertise in serving the divine couple. They're very eager to teach the world how the maidservants must serve the divine pair. The compilations Stavamala of Sri Rupa Goswami and Stavavali of Sri Raghunath Das Goswami are filled with their experiences and their expertise in bhajan and are thus most relishable. From this confidential treasure of bhajan can be learned how to be eager for devotional service. How intense was their love in separation. This distress is not a worldly kind of distress. It is a distress soaked in transcendental bliss. Is it so easy to feel the want of Sri Radhika? No, it cannot be felt without being absorbed in the identification of a maidservant. The Acharyas have taught, do bhajan by awakening your want. When feelings of separation have awoken, everything can be given up. Nothing can or should be given up by force. Srila Narottam Das Thakur prays, when will I get the Krishna treasure and keep it in my heart, thus soothing my sinful life airs? There is no other way to soothe the life airs. Taste for worldly things will automatically be lost. Can a flower garland around the shoulder and sandalwood pulp on the forehead satisfy you when you're hungry? Can you peacefully eat and sleep when your heart is pierced by a spear? In the same way, the Goswamis lost their appetite for material pleasure naturally out of separation from Krishna. This stage should be reached through the sane process of balanced detachment and sincere, selfless devotion. One must practice great patience in that process and not try to jump artificially to such soaring heights. When I attain Radha Krishna's lotus feet, all contamination will go away from my mind.
My mind will, all dirtiness will go from my mind. Mind is the creativeness of that. He creates. Why Mana Siksha is important. To understand your mind, how he's behaving, how he's naughty, how he move. Check this movement of the mind with Mana Siksha and try to make friend to that. Mind is disturbing us. So, Mana Siksha is a very, very, very good book to watch your mind, how he act, how he want to deviate us, how the mind is controlled with my senses, how mind is playing for the senses, how mind is going only for the material thing, and that is impurity of the mind. How to make mind pure, to think this. This is all the business of the mind. A spiritual life cannot move without help of the mind. When the attachment of material thing is there, I cannot grow, because mind is thinking only for his benefit, his pleasure, because he don't know something is spiritual also there. He only has a practice from this life and previous life, only to be with the material. So nature become like this. So manovritti, that in this manovritti, is moving in that direction. So manovritti has to go in chittavritti. Chitta means mind with the soul. Vritti means circle. It should be in the circle of the mind with the soul, moving. Manovritti. Vritti means a circle. My mind is moving in the circle of materiality. And my mind never satisfied in movement of that. So, and he's creating more and more every day dirt covering himself. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Sadhu Gabunai Suddha Chitta. Chitta means Chitta Vritti. Chitta means my soul, my body, not my consciousness. Suddha Chitta. Chitta means mind and soul, Chitta Vritti. Not Manovritti. Suddha Chitta. Chitta Vritti. It should be in the circle of consciousness with the soul and purity. Suddha Chitta. Suddha Chitta is this. Sravanadi. Only by listening it becomes sunrise in life. Not cover mind. Who is working for his sense gratification. That I cannot do. Simple thing. What is scripture? Is a scripture is written, Gita, Srimad Bhagavad. That is a reference book. You can check this reference when you will practice. You read Gita, you very clearly understanding will come. Only if you read Gita, Bhagavatam, any scripture, it will not clear. Because my very dirt mind, covered mind. So Manovritti is only running for material thing and fulfilling his desire of my senses, my material requirements. And that is my life. That creates suffering because I'm every day covering him. And that has to clean. That has to remove. And this only can remove by your consciousness of yourself. Yeah. Yes. Yes. That can only remove by that. Yeah. Always I repeat this. It is a very inner subject, and this has to watch. We think material is outside, and we never check inside what is happening. House and car and cycle is material. No, yaar. Your senses are also material. When you will not balance the senses, you cannot balance car, motorcycle and your building and room. This is outer thing. Inner thing has to be clear. Inside me is also material. My body is material. My all senses are material. Only the soul is spiritual. And I have no time for thinking for that. So what we are practicing to be a devotee, material, no feeling. Feelinglessness is coming because only meditating in non-living item.
No question. I have read Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, and inside the book it says that Yoga's Chitta Vritti Nirodha. So he actually means Manu Vritti Nirodha, not Chitta Vritti.
Yeah, that there's a Mano Vritti Nirodha. Chittavritti Nirodha means your Chittavritti Nirodha means you don't want to identify inner side. What is going outside, that has to be Nirodha. You understand? Chittavritti has to connect it, and then purity will start coming. When the touch of spirituality will come, then purity will come. My mind is working only with the material touching things. We never trying to come out from that, because there are few things is spiritual, like myself, soul. All living souls are spiritual. We see the body, we see the senses, but we not see what the soul of living entity. We never see. Only we block with the physical plastic identity. Or measure something, then also plastic form, beauty of plastic form. Or more details go, than a beauty of the eyes, beauty of the ear, beauty of the lips, beauty of the senses, beauty of the breast, we block there. What is this? All plastic. All the senses are plastic, is moving because of the soul. If the soul is not in body, this all plastic is useless. It's like a dead, not active. Why? If you are original, then you have to every time active. So we are what? We are living. That living thing is gone now. So this is the material. What I am thinking and working whole life. I misuse my life for this small thing. That has to be Nirodha. This Nirodha will bring you yoga. When you go to yoga, then Viyog is happening. You have to leave something. When you will leave this area, then you will add yoga in a spiritual area. That is yoga. And the physical exercise is a preparation to be a Nirodha. But that becomes important because this is health for this, again for material. But the real goal is yoga, meeting of the purified soul to super soul. That meeting is yoga. Right? Yeah. And this comes by devotional practice. Devotion means what you like, I will do for you. And if I am close to you, I will know your mind, what is your feeling and what is your nature. I will serve like that. No. I will not do this. I will do what I like to, that I want to do for you. What is it devotion? It's no devotion. It's up against the devotion. Why this is happening? Because mind is thinking my supremacy, my seniority, I am the controller. I have no love for you, so why I will look for you? I will think from my senses, my ego, my control. We are using our time for that. Right. Huh? Yeah.
On the topic of Yoga Sutra, if I remember, it's been some time, but it suggests many possible objects of meditation. And two that I remember, it says Ishvara, and it suggests Om is significant Om for Ishvara. And also it says to meditate on a saintly person. It suggests these two, many others, but these two.
Change this direction of the speaker, my side. Turn this. Again.
So in Yoga Sutra, if I remember, it suggests many possible objects of meditation. And two are, one is Ishvara, and if I remember, it suggests the syllable Om as to meditate on Ishvara. And secondly, it suggests to meditate on a saintly person is also suitable. Can you comment?
Yeah. Actually, Ishvara has a three form. He is in the form of a spark. He is form of the light. He is in form of the form also. Like you go to the highway, you stand in highway and watch some spark you will see from distance, right? If you have a time and if you wait, then this spark you will see like a light, right? And if you have a more time, then you can see the form of the vehicle. So when I see the spark, I become so satisfied, we don't want to wait for Baba Sadhana. We are full satisfied. Sadhana, more to go deep in. We are happy with the spark because we don't want to see light or form. We have no time. And we become powerful by looking only at spark. Then what we start talking only about the spark, because my realization is a spark. Somebody has a realization of the light. Somebody spark, he waits for a long time till the vehicle not come. Then he see the color, it's a white color. He see this is not truck, it's a car. He knows about the car, then he knows that this is Mercedes car. And then is a small or big. He can relate because he knows some information on that, so he can relate himself with the car and he can recognize this car. That is the Ishvara form. Understand? So there are three things to know. Ishvara has three spark, light and form. Some who want to be in love, they are not happy with the spark or light. How he and she can love? No way. If I want to share X relation with you, if you are a spark and I am a spark, I cannot do that. If I am light, you are light, I cannot do that. Who want to go higher in love, they need form of lover and beloved. Who wants to love and who wants to receive. Understand? So Ishvara has three forms. What you say again? Repeat this.
So the three form, spark means Atma, light is Brahman, form is Bhagavan. So,
Yes. Om is the light and spark form. And Ishvara is a form of form. Is not a spark or light. Means some form. Like a Jesus, see, is Ishvara, is God, like a father, is a form. So without form, Ishvara is not there. Looked. Not a spark is satisfying to the lover, to sun, or not light is satisfying. You want to be in the form, to relish the form.
So in that sense, the suggestion to meditate on Om as relating to Ishvara is impersonalism.
Sure. Om means spark or light. Is a God name, beautiful name, but is no form. Is a light. It can be spark also. Like you meditate in candle, in meditation hall. Why you meditate? Because it's light meditation. You go to church, you put the candle there. Why? Because this is the form of the soul. You give your soul to the church as a form, not a form, in a form of light. Because you don't enter in the form like a Jesus. You only identify yourself like a light to give light to Jesus.
But it does suggest to meditate on a saintly person, like could be Jesus, for example.
Saintly person is one is a Lord, and one is lover of the Lord. Who is the saintly? Who is in love with him? They are saintly. They are not a spark, not light. They are saintly person. So who is in love? They are saintly. Love is the saint. You see, any saintly person is full of love. To whom? To Ishvara. In different relation. Is not he identify a spark or light. He knows the form. He knows his form. He wants to exchange his loving action. This is devotion.
The third suggestion is to meditate on Asmita, the pure sense of I am.
Again?
A third suggestion in Yoga Sutra is to meditate on Asmita, the pure sense of I am, the sense of existence.
I am. What is I am? I can be a spark. I can be light. And I can be form. Right? When he has a spark, he is light, he is form, then I can be a spark, light and form. So what identification I want to do? If I am a spark, I cannot love him. I cannot serve him. If I am a spark also, light also, I cannot do. I want to be a lover, and he is my lover. If this is identification, this means I can exchange with you. I can fix myself with you. That is the desire of that. So three way of lover need to see with the form. And the impersonalists who don't want to develop relation, they are impersonal. They don't want to identify love. They want to be identified with the spark or light. That depends upon you, how you want to relish, what gives you satisfaction.
So say a yogi reaches the realization of spark or light.
Naturally,
May be quite satisfied, but sooner or later they would get dissatisfied.
then again he has to take next life, yogi. Jnani, yogi, and bhakta. Bhakta means he is not interested in a spark or light. Jesus was not interested in a spark or light. He was bhakta, means he was in devotion and love with God, in a relationship, in a feeling, in a connection, in love. Similarly, Radhika is in relation with Krishna, in love with Krishna, and feeling with Krishna. And we want to practice to Radhika, to the similar way to learn from her. This is the way.
How does say a sadhaka who aspires for a beginning, maybe you cannot relate directly to the God, to the Bhagavan. So how does the Guru play that?
This is only one greed is required. No, this is no beginning and no end. You need a greed for that. If you have a greed, you will achieve. If you have no greed, and thousands of books you study, and that block your greed, nothing will happen. You use your 20, 30 years of life and no greed, nothing will work out.
If someone's a yogi or a jnani, is it natural progression that eventually they will get the aspiration for bhakti, or they could stay on that level?
No,
Indefinitely.
they block themselves in the spark and light. They have there is no form. How they will be in form when they no practice for? This is not goal for them. This is not their goal. Goal is something else. A spark want to meet with a spark. How a spark will want? A spark want to be a spark only. Light want to see only light. He has no idea about darkness. He has only idea about darkness or light. He has no idea about any other thing. He has no feeling. This is the yogi and jnani. They only move with the spark or light and live in that.
One of my previous teachers, I would put him in the category of yogi or jnani. And for him, love was like a curiosity. It was interesting.
You can see
Something that comes and goes for him.
it's very good. It looks very good. Bhakta not look good. It look crazy. And yogi and jnani, you will see very opulent. Because many foolish, they don't know and they follow that. But bhakta, they are always alone. And you will see like a man. Any bhakta you see, he's a man, crazy, not wearing nice clothes, because he has become mad. His physical identity, he has a good senses, a strong personality, he is looking very nice, but he is not interested in that. He is mad for something else, because he is in love with that. He looks nice, but he never cared for saving. Anything, some craziness you will see. But you go to the yogi ashram, jnani ashram, very regular, very systematic. Because they have to keep it on with their inside is emptiness. Outside has to be nice, then they will influence people. But they are not interested, bhaktas, to somebody comes and sit there. They want to escape out, hiding. They are not interested. These are bhaktas. They become crazy and they become mad. These are the nature of the bhaktas. They start taking care of the different things. You see Vinod Baba, like Asisi, caring to the animals, monkeys, to the small baby who will not recognize him. Nobody knows he cares to them. These are the madness of Bhakta. He cares that way. He's a crazy. So nobody wants to be like that. Why we want to be crazy? Why not to be a big ashram and big preacher and big followers? They are interested in these things. But they will not talk to you about Ishvara because there is no Ishvara exists. So they will say, I am the God and I'm God and I am your teacher and God both. Zero. It's become zero. Navigator become God. Navigator. Only they are navigation and he become God. But this material conditioned body cannot become God. Part and partial of the God can be, as a soul. Like a spark, light they believe. Not want to come to the form and to create the form for exchange of love. That's the problem. It's a hard job. So they don't interested for that. Clear?
I want to say that the desire for a loving relationship with Bhagavan Ishvara only comes by the association with the saintly person, with the Bhakta. In the beginning of Jaivatama from Bhaktivinoda Thakur, there is written that when Brahmavadi, the person with realization of the light, was in meditation, and one Bhakta, he came along and singing the names of the Lord, and the Brahmavadi experienced some kind of ecstasy that he never felt before, and he starts searching for this devotee because he realized that he has something that he never experienced before. And there's also the story of Narada Muni, no?
Yeah.
How he had darshan once of Vishnu and could not forget, and next life he starts searching for loving relationship with the form of God.
So Jnani Yogi, they search in next life because they cannot find in previous life anything. They want to be a bhakta.
Depend on grace to get some taste to give you the greed.
He said, by grace, when my greed will happen, then that association I will find. This is grace. Without doing nothing, I got the grace to be real bhakta, rasik bhakta, who is already mad for that. This is grace.
Often yogis or jnanis or people on those paths, they might feel quite sophisticated or advanced, and then looking backwards like very kind of childish or very simple people.
Because they grow so much ego, false ego, they cannot come down from that. For them it's difficult. And for bhakta, nothing is difficult. They want to be very small. This is the beauty. For jnani cannot recognize that other knows better than them. And yogi cannot recognize other or higher than him. This is the problem with them. Ego is very in top, and bhakta, they practice to be a smaller, to humble, to be kind, to always in service. This is the nature of bhakta. Trinarapi suneshena. That's the nature. They cannot do it, but they practice thinking on that. Maybe with the association, one day they will realize to do that.
Just repeat the last what you said.
Trinadapi suneshena. This is the teaching of Chaitanya. We have to be smaller, like a grass that you press, he give you softness. You have to be tolerant, like a tree. You cut the tree, but after that he give you shade. You throw a stone, he give you fruit. And always respectful, who nobody give respect to them. Always respectful. And who is always thinking of the name of the Lord. You see there, in the heart, Lord is living inside him. And always respectful to all living beings. This is the nature of the bhakta, to practice. So he is so enlightened, one-pointedly, with his lover. He not seen only in temple. His lover in the temple, he has to sit someplace. His room. And he become so enlightened in my life that where I see, only I see you because of love with you. That are bhaktas. In every living being, they recognize like this. They also become angry, but they become angry for their benefit, not for his benefit. They are angry that some blockage of demoniac effect, they want to remove this demon, not to he want to torture or make harm to them. Only they try to help that way, because to make life easy more. This is the job of the bhakta. And rasik, also they do. Rasik means who is in loving exchange. They are full of juicy. They want to clean the road for you, that you can move faster. They have a vision, divine vision, by the grace of the Lord to see more clear than the cover vision. That's the only thing.
The yogi and jnani, they want to detach from everything, and the bhakta want to be completely attached to the sweetness of the Lord.
There's no detachment, they know, but they also know the detachment, no attachment side. Because how they will attach with light and spark. But bhaktas knows, because of the love, how to attach with. Because the form has an exchange of love. If you have no form, you cannot exchange love. This is the only difference. Form is important.
I remember, I think it's from Ramayana, and Hanumanji said, I may have it slightly wrong, but on the level of the body, I'm your servant. On the level of the soul, I'm your devotee. And on the level of Jiva, I'm your devotee. On the level of Atma, there's no difference. It's like simultaneous.
Yeah. Then we decide. Hanumanji decide to take their form. He's a Shiva. He took the form of Hanuman to serve Ram as a servant. This servant achieved nature of him, servant. He starts serving to Ram. One time, Hanuman is making bridge and he's writing the name Ram, and when he throws this stone, it just starts floating. Ramchandra also tried. In corner he went, and he also write one stone Ram, and he want to throw it. It goes in the water. Hanuman is watching. He was very sad. When Hanuman is doing, it is floating, and when I do this, it goes in the water. Then Hanuman watched this. Is from distance he come to Ram. He said, Prabhu, I am your devotee. When I write your name with love and I give, it starts floating. And when you himself will keep distance to someone, throw it out from you, it will never float. It will go in the water. So this your stone go in water because you throw from distance from you. So it goes in water. You see, this is devotion of Hanuman. His love. That he was sad, Ram was sad, why it goes out. But he say, Prabhu, when you will throw someone from your closeness, it has to go down inside the water. He has to ruin himself. And I throw with your love, writing your name with love. With your love, your mercy is floating. You see, all are floating. Love is the important here. Love makes you rich. Love makes you close. Hanuman, one time when he come from Mathura, Queen of Lanka, he start distributing the gift to everyone. And when he gave that gift, Hanuman was so close, he forget about Hanuman. Then Ram said, sorry Hanuman, I forget to give you gift, but all is finished now. What I can give you? Then very, very, very costly pearls, ornaments, Sita is wearing, and only that was there. So Ram, when he see Ram has nothing to give, Sita give to Rama. Give this, give this ornaments. And when he give to Hanuman, he start breaking all his stone and watching what is inside. And it was so costly gift for Sita that ladies' nature, they love ornaments. And somebody is breaking in her front. She says, Hanuman, you are monkey, your nature is monkey, and what you are doing, why you breaking so costly ornaments? He says, so costly, why are you doing this? I give my very, very loving ornaments to you. He said, Ma, I am watching inside that my Ram and Sita is there or not. That I am watching. And I see nothing is for me, is useless. He said, but every place we will be there. No possible. Sita became angry. He said, yes, possible. Then she said, in your heart, we are there? He said, yes. He opened his heart, and he's opened his heart. Blood is coming, and inside Sita, Ram, Lakshman, they ask. This is the Hanuman Bhakti. This is the love of Hanuman. So, lovers has the willpower. One time, we have to learn the devotion from Hanuman. One time, he is giving the service to everyone. Ramchandra. Again he forget Hanuman because he was sitting very close to him. And he distributed all the services. Then lastly, somebody say, Hanuman, you not give any service. He said, sorry Hanuman, I forget you to give some service. There is no service left for you. He said, no. One service you not give to anyone. So what? I left some service to give. Yes. When you become tired, you do like this. That service you not give to anyone. You say, yes, that I not give. You want this service? Yes, give to me. Acha, okay. So always he is watching the face of Ram. All the time he has a chance to watch him. Always watching him. Always watching. And he's ready like this and watching.
What they will do when Ram yawns?
That he said to do like this. He said, everybody when they on, then they do like this. So still we practice the Hanuman way. So whole day no problem. Night time he went to sleep. He knocked the door. Ma, I have to be with in service of myself. What? In night time he's sleeping. Oh my God. When he will earn in the night time, who will do this? I have to watch a whole night to him. So one day, he's sitting near to him and watching him. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Sita said, in night time he also not give free time to be with my husband. What he's doing, he said to Rama, what he's doing, you have to stop him. He said, I cannot. He take the service. It's so much. This is devotion. Devotion has a different taste. Love in action. That gives the taste, relish, juicy. That is this book. How to create juiciness in life. Jnani yogi has no juice. Maybe meditation and nirodha. Block yourself. Flowing, they don't. They cannot flow in with this spark and light. So they block and they can hold the blockage. Good. It's also good. Something is nothing is something doing is better. They do something.
There's a holding.
Holding capacity is there. They can hold. They cannot love. They cannot feel. They can exchange. They cannot be a juicy. They are holding ego. They are holding fear. They are holding power. They are holding all of us in the influence to maintain the ashram. Good, very good, but not very good. Good. Very good is this way, because this is juicy way. But careful, that is the good way, is spark and light. This make mad. So this way is little crazy way. Madness. If you want to be influential and powerful, your spark and light is more better. This will make you crazy, beggar, mad. Lastly, try for this. This is not for every being. It's not good to be a man for a spiritual thing. It's better to mad for material thing. Good material. You know, a spiritual thing we don't know. That you have to select. Sorry. Go furthermore. This is your.
If you want to be powerful to share love, is it wrong?
Never wrong. If you not know the love, come this way. Here is the place. Yeah. Nothing is wrong. One is you are a student of science. Then you go to the theory class and practical class for physics and chemistry. When theory class you go, you know that method, but it's not clear to you. When you not go to practical room, when you do the practical, then you understand this is the yes. As 2, hydrogen 2 and oxygen 1 will make water. You have a clear vision, right? So that clarity comes by doing. And doing is a learning way. Love how give pain and happiness. That to learn is a practical classes in my material life. Practical examples. But really, result to do this practical with divine is the highest goal. Understand? If you don't know the love of the mother, how you will understand? Somebody will say you. You have to feel it. You don't know the love of the friends, how you can relish this. If you don't know what is the beautiful conjugal love exchange, how you will know that? So this practical room only gives you idea. What test you hire for you? What is the higher test in your life that you give to you, to divine? That is devotional practice. Prabhupada writes, by your devotional practice, what is higher for you? By doing and doing and doing in your life, you know your sarup, means your form. And then you try to develop perfection in your spiritual form. That is sarup siddhi. Page 4 he writes. That is the spiritual life. This Bhagavad Gita is spiritual development. It's not religious thing. But if I cannot have a practice for spiritual, I will show you religious way and I will hide a spiritual thing. Huh? What is my experience I can share you. The teacher what experience he realized he has shared with us. No. You can make it spiritual You can make religious. Religious will after some time is tasteless. And spiritual will never, you will lose the taste because it's juicy. It will increase day by day more juice and nectar in life. And all problem, what was the big problem in life, you can see and you can solve like anything. There is no problem exists to that. That is my experience. Any more question? Because you no need to use your mind. Mind has many questions. When you come to heart, it wants to flow. And that flow has no question. You start living there. So this is the difference between question. Question comes for material thing, and when my flow block, questions are coming. And where you are in the flow, you was crisis, puzzle with the questions. Now there is no question to you. Your puzzle is gone. Because you practice long time to live in puzzle. Now you are searching more, create puzzle. But you step by step solve everything. Because your goal is changed now. Before I was creating the puzzle and I am crying for puzzle and suffering with puzzle. But there is no puzzle now, no disturbance now. All is clear, flowing out of tension, free. Because you got the answer immediately now because you are connected. You have a problem, you talk and solve. You have a key now. You can open yourself. You don't need anyone others to open yourself. You are connected. You are connected because you start living in yourself. You love yourself, to realize yourself, to connect in relation. Sri Radhe. Clear? Understand? When is the blockage? Many problems. When is no blockage? That is highway. What do you say? Trase? Autobahn, Trase. Autobahn. There is no blockage. Clear road. Autobahn. And somebody wants, is a Rag Bhakti. They want to go not with Autobahn. They want to go hidden path of devotion. They want to move in the way what is not known to others. It goes through the village with the village farming, agriculture, the towns, small towns. You see the beauty of the village, mountains, and you see that. In Autobahn there is nothing like this. If you want to inner beauty, you have to go hidden path. That is the Raga Bhakti. Hidden path of devotion. Understand? See that? Is a hidden path also. One is Autobahn also. See that?
To find the starting point of the hidden path.
I was in Switzerland. I don't know. To drive, no car. I catch Maharani. She is driving the car with Autobahn. She said to me, today I want to bring you some hidden path. I said, what? What is that? He said, with the mountains, with the farming with the village. I said, yes, I want to see. And she bring me there, right? She drive me with his BMW. Nice big car. It's very comfortable car I was sitting. She knows because she was living. She is the villager. She is living there. So I have to take the shelter of the villager of that place to know that hidden path of devotion. So when I took her shelter, she bring me that way. And then is a mountain way. My beautiful mountains, beautiful lake, beautiful way. In Autobahn, it not look very long way, but that was a long way to me. Because it's too much mountains, too much this, but so beautiful. Then I calculate why Swiss people say 50 kilometers very long to drive. Because it's a hidden path of devotion, it's an inner way, it's a long way. So they calculate inner way. They forget Autobahn. They not see this. 50 kilometer is for them is a 200 kilometer. Because take time with the drive in mountains. Nah? But it was a beautiful scenery, beautiful feeling. Real Switzerland, that day I see. So that is the meaning. If you want to go in Raga Bhakti, it is beautiful, but takes time. And one association who knows about that association is required. Right? Right? I give you advice that easy to understand. Not like a philosophy with Sanskrit and this. I also little memorize Sanskrit and these things, but I want to forget this. This is nothing working. It's only to block myself. I have to understand reality. I have to reach to the sweetest way and highest goal. See that? Understand? Now, answers are clear or not? Not clear?
Yes.
Clear to you? Any question? So these what we learn is my blockage. That create doubts to balance and calculate. What I learn is good to see like this or not, or this or this. So this is the blockage. Who don't know anything, for them is very easy. They create different blockage. Blockage is the demons. The demons are sitting to block you, to not to flow. Your knowledge is also blockage. Your wrong practice is also your blockage. Your wrong ideas are also your blockage. All are the demons. And when you sit one day with the Sakatasur, Bakasur, Putana, what is this? Trinavat, what is this? Is all inside me. What is Kaliya? Kaliya is my false ego. Trinavat is my mind. It's run like a Trinavat. Mind. All is this. It's not any demons there. It's a Trinavat. Trin means the air. Faster than air is my mind running. So this is Trinavat. And they bring you up and put it down is my mind. They bring you up the Trinavat and leave you to fall down. is mind. My poison is a Kaliya, my false ego, who is sitting and controlling myself. Krishna wants to kill my false ego. Then the wife of the Kaliya says, how you will kill? You make it, and why you want to kill? You why make false ego like this? Why you want to kill it? You cannot. You put the poison. This what you say, the poison is your gift. Why you want to put? You dance only on my head of Kaliya, and then the poison go out. So if you keep Krishna on your head, your all false ego will go out. False ego cannot stay because always in the mind, Krishna is there. And if you leave the one moment to Krishna to dance on the head, the false ego will catch you. You see? Explain that. Take the mic.
So this Kaliya is representing, it's the snake with many heads. Not only one head, many heads. And this is a demon.
Loudly.
And this is a demon which is living inside of us in the form of false identification that we are this mind, what we think that we are. So is the pastime, Lila, when Krishna is trying to dance on the heads of different heads of this snake. And in that way, he's playing. But in the same time, he wants to kill these demons, which has, with all these heads, has different faces of our ego, a lot of layers, a lot of faces which are constantly changing, and it's not easy to recognize it. So only solution is to put the Krishna on our head and to give him permission to assign that he just freely dance on the different heads of our false ego. Otherwise, we cannot succeed in this. Only to allow him to dance. So that's the solution, shortly to explain.
Radhe Radhe Go